Hey, Drew, you killed this shit.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. You know what it is. We are back in the building with another episode of In the Four Corners of Wrestling. We throwing them foes up. We throwing them quads down. It's the wrestling podcast made from wrestling fans for wrestling fans. I'm your host, Wildcard Mar. And of course, I got the fellas with me. King Mel, what's happening with you, Wody?
What up, Wildcard? What up?
What up? What up with you, man? Hope all is well. Hope all is well. And then, of course, you got that man, Jay Will with one L. How you doing, Jay?
I'm good, man. I'm feeling good. Feeling great.
Hey, speaking of feeling good, feeling great, I think you feeling good and feeling great because look at that t-shirt you got on. What it say?
Yeet.
All right. So hey, we got to start off right there, man. The Yeet man himself, Jay Uso, main event Jay Uso after 14 long years. Finally gets a singles, as we emphasize, singles championship. Finally gets it done. Beats Braun Breaker, main event, Monday Night Raw. Had the crowd going crazy. I saw mommy in the background eating a little bit too.
Mm-hmm.
I saw her doing a little yeet. Hey, let's talk about it. Jay Will, you got the shirt on, man. Talk about Mr. Yeet himself, man. Let's get it.
It's been a long time coming for some of his biggest fans. It's finally here. Jey Uso finally gets his singles title run. And I'm excited about it. I was really looking forward to that match. I was not sure if he was going to win that match at all. I knew it was going to be a good match for sure. We've had a really good build-up. We had a lot of talking, a lot of trash talking, a lot of taunting. Jey Uso started out in that crowd in the concession stands. He came out there, he had the crowd hyping him up. He came out there. The energy totally did feel a little bit different for that entrance at that time. Like Ontario, Canada was on fire for that match. And boy, did it deliver. My man, he got that dub. There's only one thing that I do have a complaint about.
Uh-oh, talk about it.
I really wish we could have seen him had this match at a PLE so we could see him at the press conference drunk as shit afterwards. That's the only thing that I was like, yo, he would have been off the hook at a press conference today, dog. Yo, that would have been great. But the match overall, we had some distant awesomes. We had some great moments that entire match, and my guy won. And I'm just going to be saying, yeet for the next couple days.
Hey man, hey, don't eat too much. It's illegal in some certain states, bro. So be careful. King Man, let's talk about it, man.
Let's talk about it. Jey Uso just won the champion that his father used to have. This is cool. This is a great moment. This is one of the moments I was glad to say I was wrong about, because I definitely thought the Judgment Day was going to come out and cost him this match against Braun. But damn, he stopped Braun Breaker from running 23 miles per hour. He did his own spear and his splash. And now we could say Yeet is the Intercontinental Champion.
Hey, long overdue. I would say. I mean, obviously, Braun had kind of used that in the war words. You've been here 14 years. I've been here 6 months, and I've done more than you in singles competition. So, but yeah, man, we seen him getting close to winning Money in the Bank. Obviously, we've seen him close to beating Roman a couple of times, and his brother cost him some championships. No, nothing. Clean, straight, nobody interfering, gets the dub. I mean, it was a great moment. I can speak as a wrestling fan. I think Jey Uso has just he's been very captivating. I be at the crib, I turn the surround sound on, knowing when his joint hit, boy, I'm what? Mel could tell you when we was at WrestleMania, yo, dog, yeet, just walking through the stadium, yeet, you was just,
that's what you hear.
Yeet, that's it. Like he's been captivating for months, and hey, it's big to see it. But I gotta ask, fellas, there's no way this is the end of this.
Nah.
I don't think so. Go ahead. Let's speak on that. I don't think this is the end of this. Go ahead, J. Will.
I do think that we got a little bit more going with this one because based off of how both men are impeccable wrestlers. They're loved. It was really a good thing to kind of see where you was just like people really wanted Braun to win, but people also just love Jey Uso and really want him to win. And I think this is one of the matches that we can definitely run this back a couple times. We probably might end up getting like 3. So I'm looking forward to it because goodness gracious, the match was killer. It was just one time. I think it was at the end, towards the end of the match when they was outside. Braun was going for that 23-mile-an-hour spear, and Jey Uso super kicked him at that spear. Bro, I was like, hey, yeah, run that back. They can run that match back anytime.
You feel the same way, Mel?
Yeah, run it back. Don't guys put on a great main event for Raw. So run it back. Run it back. And on top of that, there's so much family history that was brought into this because of Braun. So now he's the first person to lose to Jey Uso family because he said ain't nobody from Jey Uso family be his. Well, now that's proven to be false now. So now you gotta hit a different level now, Braun. You gotta hit if you want that title back. You gotta hit a different level. You gotta fix your mistakes.
I feel that.
There's definitely a lot of growth that Braun Breaker can have. I mean, like we said, like it's been said, he's been on the main roster 6 months. And there's so much that can happen. Like we've seen a lot of buildup with him as soon as he came to the main roster. Like he was wreaking havoc. He finally, he finally put Sammy down and got that title. But that's also to say, Jey Uso hasn't been a slouch. If you really pay attention to it since like him and Jimmy had broke up. He was put in a World Heavyweight Championship contenders situation. This IC title situation, he wrestled Gunther, King of the Ring, Money in the Bank. Like he's been busy. Like he's super busy if you've really been paying attention. And now, like this is one of those moments where it's like, yeah, this was well deserved. You've been working real hard at it.
He had multiple world champion opportunities from Seth Rollins, Gunther. So it's not like he's been given the shot. It's just he wasn't able to beat any of those. And that's why a lot of people counted him out because it's like, man, he ain't never gonna win. Man, he ain't. So then now that he won, it's like, people saying that he ain't never gonna win had to eat the words, and then they are excited at the same time.
Yeah.
I feel that. It's just like he finally broke through that glass ceiling that we like, bro, like, come on, man, like, when is it gonna happen? Finally happened. I definitely agree with y'all on definitely running it back. It's because not only was the match fantastic, the build up. I mean, and this wasn't even for a premium live event. This was Raw. Like, oh, I can't wait to see what they cook up with if they gotta put on like some type of specialty match or something like that. Because I don't think this is the end. There's no way. And shout out to Braun Breaker. Hey, we got to give that man his flowers too. Like Jay said, ever since he got called up to the main roster, the man has been putting on. He felt he got shunned out of the King of the Ring, so he started beating up everybody. He beat the crap out of Sami Zayn at SummerSlam, and then
2 out of 3 falls.
Bruh, hey, been doing his thing ever since. Been doing his thing ever since. So he's been carrying his weight. Jay was carrying his weight, and then you got two guys that got a lot of momentum that, you know, and whether you see Braun as a bad guy or not, I still liked him.
Yeah.
That's what worked.
Dog. That was the ultimate dog.
Exactly. Cause he said, where my dog's at, and dog, you heard the crowd. Bruh, they went, they loved it. So I loved it.
That dog sounded like it was dying just now.
Hey man, you know, I had to keep it tapered down, man. I don't want to show too excitement, man, because yeah, you're right. That sounds like I just left the vet. It's all good, man. It's all good, man. I'm gonna do better next time. Sorry, Brian. I messed up your dog pound, man. I'm gonna do better next time. But hey, I like what you said, Mel. Kind of, you know, the little tribute that was kind of sprinkled in there. Obviously, Rikishi was an IC champ, and Jay now IC champ. Speaking of tributes, you know, kind of pivoting this way. Shout out to Jeff Hardy. We know that there's been a lot of tributes since the passing of Bray Wyatt. But his face paint with the Fiend face paint is absolutely fire. Speak on it, man. Real quick.
Nah, that was. I'm a huge Bray fan. Bray got me back into wrestling. So, like, to see that face paint, it looked exactly like the man. Like, no detail was left off messed up. Like, it was just so perfect. I was like, dang. Like, Fiend Hardy is kind of cool to see.
Fiend Hardy. What?
Fiend Hardy works in several different ways. You
worked in a great way at TNA this time.
Hey, yo, AJ, you wild for that one. You wild for that one. That was good. That was good. Hey, now, speak on that tribute, man. Is the face paint, the Fiend face paint, man.
Mel said it. Like, it looked perfect. I mean, everything about the face paint was so good. It just looked exactly like how the match looked. It was impeccable. I don't know if I know I've seen videos of him doing it himself. Some of his face paints, him doing it himself, and I know other times he gets assistance with it. Shout out, applause to everybody that helped with that, and he did it himself because that looked impeccable. It was a great tribute to Bray Wyatt, the Fiend. It was outstanding.
Nah, no doubt, no doubt. Shout out to Jeff for doing that, man. Shout out for his wrestling promotion for letting him do that. I like it when you just show love to just wrestling. Like where you work at. So I definitely, as wrestling fans, we appreciate that, man. Matter of fact, Swerve did it. One of his matches, we had the Fiend thing.
The tights.
The tights. That was fire. That was fire. So
that just goes to show how much Bray Wyatt has touched the wrestling fans, the wrestlers that he actually worked with, all types of stuff. That just show you how important of his impact was.
No doubt.
It's also heartwarming to see that, like, people working from different companies still love and support each other, even like in separate situations. Because the one thing is for sure, when you're a fan, it actually shows. Like, I think about Damian Priest when he's heavy in his Scott Hall stuff with the dripping on his attire. Like, that sort of stuff is great to see when you see someone that is genuinely a fan of somebody and honoring them in a way.
Hey, internet wrestling community, take a note of what the wrestlers do. They're fans like us. They're fans. There's no tribalism. There's no separation. I mean, I'm pretty sure there is to a certain degree, but for the most part, these wrestlers who we watch on a regular basis, they have some fandom in them, as they should. You gotta love wrestling to do this. So, hey man, y'all internet wrestling clowns, y'all chill out with all that. Speaking of which, I'm sorry guys, I gotta take a pivot. Will y'all leave Joe Tessitore alone? Leave my man alone. I think he been killing it, dog. Fellas, y'all can jump in here at any point in time. I'm just saying, well, y'all stop with the crazy stuff because I see y'all on the internet talking crazy, saying just idiotic stuff. Joe Tessitore, especially on that match when he was calling in with Jay and Braun, you saw the fan in him. And how do you not like that?
And the one thing I want to shout out is during that match, he said Jay Uso was 0-6 going for a single champion. 0-6.
So he knows his stuff.
And what Jay Uso did ended up winning.
People like him and Pat McAfee do a good job of being fans in the moment, just enjoying every single thing.
I rock with it. I rock with that. And that's why I just had to say that, get that off my chest real quick, because I'm like, I really love what Joe's been doing since he came to Raw. I thought that was his third Raw, third or fourth Raw?
Third. I want to say third.
I thought he's been doing a great job. And you know what's funny? He knows the names of the wrestling moves. We got a guy on SmackDown that's been with WWE for 20 plus years and sometimes forgets the wrestling moves. I'm not, I'm just saying. I mean, y'all can correct me when I'm wrong. I'm just saying. So I just had to get it off my chest. Y'all leave my man Joe Tessitore alone, man. Leave my man alone. He's doing great. Speaking of other tributes, hey, man, somebody came out in the low, dog. Hey, you talking about a callback to the days?
Boy, was it.
Hey, y'all can't tell me. Y'all cannot tell me that gave y'all a little bit of Eddie in China moment right there. That gave you a little Eddie in China moment.
Absolutely did.
Talk about it, Jay.
It was absolutely fantastic. He pulled up, he pulled in between the trucks, and he got the hydraulics jumping. That man, boom, boom, boom. If he could have managed a 3-wheel motion, I'd have been all the way done, dog. I'd have been all the way done. It was a fantastic tribute to his father, Eddie Guerrero.
Yo, we know it is what it is, man.
Hey, y'all wow. He said his
the mustache, the mullet, the lowrider.
Right.
Then he got the girl. Come on, bro.
Hey, Dom and Liv killed that moment, dog. They killed that moment.
I'm surprised they haven't pulled the trigger on having him actually play the Latino Heat music. Like I know people would get mad about it, but I'm surprised nobody has just went ahead and just did it. Like that's really surprising to me.
That would be fire. Just like the first part where it go Latino, and then his music start. Oh man, you know how many people gonna be so upset?
Dog, they gonna be sick. They're going to be sick.
Hot. Dog, it'd be fire. I can't even lie, dog. That joint will be fire. Hey, and hey, man, Liv and Dom killed it. And I don't know if y'all noticed this. So when Rhea came to the ring and announced that he was gonna be behind bars, did you read his lips?
No, what he saying?
I ain't going back.
My boy D-Lo, yo.
Hey, yo.
Hey, man. When I read his lips, he said, I ain't going back.
Ex-con Dom, man.
Bro, I absolutely hollered. And I lost it, bro, because I'm like, if you know, because that was dope. And we talking about back to when he had the best entrance at WrestleMania 39 when he came out.
Ooh, buddy, you talking. Now you talking.
Come on now.
Now you talking. That entrance was ridiculous. That shit went crazy. That shit went crazy.
My man said, I ain't going back.
Ex-con Dom. That's
Hey,
all I gotta say.
My man,
Ex-con down.
he want to stay out. He want his video games and his tendies,
hey,
bruh.
he want his video games and his tendies and his snow bunny, man. That's what he want. That's what he want. Hey, dog, you're not gonna try to take it away from him. He said he ain't going back. No, when I say I hollered, fam, I hollered, dog. They was cooking, dog. They was cooking. Hey, I I lost it. But here's one thing that's really been catching my eye, fellas.
Mm-hmm.
I don't want to be. I would never ever be security for WWE.
No.
And here's why, fellas. And here's why. There's only one reason why. Because if you got to get in between them big old behemoths of Big Bronson Reed and Braun Strowman,
Mm-hmm.
nah, man, you want some of this, old man?
No.
I ain't getting no. Mm-mm.
Nah.
They destroying cars. They throwing fans. They jumping like the fan that was thrown. I'm good. I'm good. Remember, on top of that, Braun Strowman he got hit with the tsunami through the table. Nope. Mm-mm. No. Nope. Nope. No. Security team. Hey man, y'all got it out for y'all. Y'all.
Nah, man.
Unless you got a dude that look like Otis as a security guard, hey, there's no reason to hire these dudes no more, bruh.
The way they acting, they might throw Otis.
Right, dog. I mean, they threw a whole dude from the crowd at him. Come on, man. The beginning of the show, after we get Dom and Liv pulling up, they brawling. It's knock over a whole merch stand as soon as they get there.
Dog, it was on site.
Dog, it was the first seconds of the show. I'm like, dog, and that joint continued from the beginning of the show, the first 10 seconds, all the way to the end.
Yo. That's the type of stuff that we need. Just two super heavyweights going straight at each other.
Straight on site, bro.
Yo. Cause my thing is Bronson Reed, after he's finished with Braun, because we know he gonna hit him with 25 tsunamis. 25 tsunamis. At this point, he gonna break the ring. You know what this reminds me of, actually? It reminds me of the Big Show versus Mark Henry rivalry.
Yes. Yes. Fantastic.
Nice callback. Nice callback.
That's what it reminds. They gonna end up breaking that ring.
Oh, they got to. I think this has to.
Didn't they already break the top rope for the entire ring that one time?
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. The whole ring going to go eventually.
Oh, yeah. Tsunami!
Hey, WWE, whenever you do that, here's the only thing that I ask for. When you collapse the ring, don't give us those little sparklers y'all did with that Cadillac, bro. Don't give us them little...
They broke the Cadillac and the little
I dare give us some little raggedy ass sparklers, dog. I'm gonna write a letter to y'all. Y'all do that, dog. Matter of fact, I'm gonna clip this and I'm just gonna replay it and tag y'all on every Instagram, every Facebook and Twitter platform, and let y'all know my displeasure if y'all give us them raggedy ass sparklers and they collapse the ring. I'm letting you know now. Just don't do it. So, all right, we good? We good? Hey, boy, you gotta love this, J. Will. They everywhere.
Everywhere.
Love it. Absolutely love it. Another thing that's been very if you know, thanks to my man, Mr. Detail King Mel, he pointed this out to us too. That little moment in the Georgia Tech Stadium between Cody and Roman, boy, only thing that was frying better than that was a Fish Friday in the state of Georgia, dog. Straight catfish, French fries, had the hot sauce popping. Only thing that was cooking better than that was that. King Man, talk about it, dog.
Woo! You want to talk about being in the moment? they drew me in. I
Mm.
love the fact that Cody was like, yeah, you've been to Georgia, but I'm from here. Saying this, I'm just saying, like, he's from here. As you stated, Wildcard, Cody seemed like the aggressor in this whole thing. Cody was the one initiating everything. He letting Roman know this state, Georgia, you can have any other, but this state right here,
Mm.
the Peach State, this is me,
Mm.
the American Nightmare turf.
Mm. Dog. I and Jay will come on in here in a second. But the moment that Roman tried to walk away, your man Cody cut him off. I said, "Ooh!" Oh man. I said, Cody, oh,
It
new guy. Who this?
the whole thing was just simply amazing. I'm sorry, I have to break it down on so many layers. The lighting was perfect, the tone in their voices, and that final line at the end from Roman. Oh, I mean, oh, you're in my way in life. Ooh, 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 we. It's like we talked about this on the last show. We have so many things that could possibly come about this tag team match, and we are still going to get more from Cody and Roman. This, ooh, we. And
Oh,
that's why Roman is the top guy. Y'all quit playing with Roman.
hey, I feel you, but we got to give some respect to Cody on this
Now,
one too, dog.
that's
Come on,
true.
man.
Nah,
No,
I'm not going to disagree with you.
Come
But
on, dog.
I
that
just
they bodied that joint.
I just love everything. The fact, like, the way they just tied in all this past recent history of WrestleManias and everything. The fact that Roman used to play for Georgia Tech. The
Mm-hmm.
fact that Cody is from Georgia. Like, just putting all of that inside the Georgia Tech Stadium and letting those two guys talk.
Mm.
And say whatever they had to say to get off their chest. Cody letting him know this is his. Georgia is his. He's from here.
Mm-hmm.
Roman saying you're my way in life. Like, stuff like that.
Mm.
It's just, hopefully, we can see something like this going into WrestleMania 41 between these two. Maybe Roman Reigns win the Royal Rumble and gets another opportunity.
Mm. Hey, excuse me. I just got to be honest, fellas. This moment right here, it was almost like they needed to have this moment so that they can get on the same page.
My
You know
God,
what I'm
my
saying?
God getting teary eyed over there,
No,
y'all.
man. Hey, hey, this moment got a brother choked up because, dog, if you really think about it, you got two guys that's been on polar opposites of the spectrum, never liked each other. They got a common enemy, and the only way you can defeat that enemy is they gotta get on the same page. So you gotta let out all your hate right now in this empty stadium. Let's get it all out. You know, Roman said what he had to say. Cody said what he had to say, but Cody left it at, "Hey man, this is mine.
Mhm.
You in my way in life." So you left your final pieces out there, but they finally established that common ground in order to defeat the bloodline. I don't know about y'all. I'm predicting they win at Bad Blood just because of that moment right there. Just because of that moment right there. You gotta clear the air, clear the hate. You still don't like each other. We know that. They still don't like each other.
Mhm.
But in
Mm-hmm.
order to defeat the common enemy, you gotta just put everything out on the table, say what you gotta say, let each other know where you stand, and then let's move past it. Let's go get the dub. Hey,
Yeah,
I
absolutely.
agree. I
I
agree.
I I
all right.
really Oh, I'm so excited about that.
Dog. Hey, I'm so excited about it now. I know we had the conversation last week on what should be the main event because I could make a case for Drew and CM Punk. Nah, make this. Nah.
Yeah, no, the way this was done, there's no reason for anything else to be the main event.
Yeah.
Story wise, come on now.
Yeah.
Come on now, because they ramped this up. They just ramped this up like 10 notches. Like just now from that one scene. It ramped it up so much.
Hey, fellas, you know that the reservations I had about this tag match?
Gone.
Gone.
Out the window?
Gone.
Nah, facts.
Gone.
Facts.
I'm good. I'm sold.
I'm so looking forward to this because hear me out when I say this. I believe you when we say that they're going to win. But it's like you said, they don't like each other. But when this match is all said and done, they're going to have a respect for one another. But it's still, look, I want that. I'm coming back for it. I respect you, but I'm coming for mine.
I don't want them to have respect for each other. I don't. If y'all gonna keep giving us moments like that, forget the respect. Throw that out the window.
You need them going like Braun and Braun.
Yo, just maybe. I mean, seriously, thinking about it, the man told you your finishing move suck. The man told you nobody wins with this at WrestleMania of all places in the main event. All right, he just told you in his way of life. Go ahead, Cody. Get it. Don't try to put your hand now, be that nice guy. Show them why they call you the American Nightmare.
Emphasis on nightmare part. Hey, I'm with it. I'm with it. As we switch gears, I don't know about y'all. I got a little gripe with AEW. Just a small gripe. All right. Can you do something with Queen Aminata, please? Oh, Mel. Oh, did I hit a nerve, dog? Hey, you know what? I was gonna say something. It looked like you got something on your. Go ahead, Mel. Go ahead, dog.
That girl is so good. But every time we see her, she keep taking these L's, man. She keep taking these losses. That match with her and Serena Deeb, dog, what a match.
Yeah, they did that.
What a match. And she came out still losing. That girl right now, she could be shining. I would like to see her work with Mercedes Moné.
Oh.
Yes. Yeah. I've been watching her for a while from the indies and all types of stuff. So I would like to see her work with Mercedes Moné sometime in the near future.
Hey, I ain't mad at it. I am not mad at it. I just love her persona, her character work she's nice. She comes out with the not arrogance but the real confidence about her because she calls herself a queen. She says there's only one and I'm one.
Exactly.
And then she puts on a show.
Exactly.
She can get busy with any. I'm caught Mel. Call me crazy. I will put her in the ring with any top woman wrestler right now on the planet Earth, and she'll put on a banger.
I believe you. I believe you. She could hold her own. That match with Serena Deeb. Woo! Like she's putting on great stuff.
I'm trying to tell you, man. Tony, all right, you didn't hurt the fellas. They said give your boy Takeshita some nice moments. I'm talking to you now, Tony. Queen, the Queen Aminata. Let's get her popping. All right, let's get it popping. The Queen. I'm just saying. You know, you can do what you want when you come here. I'm just saying, as a wrestling fan, I would like to see more Queen. So that's all. Okay, I lied, y'all. I got another gripe. Okay, so AEW got hella factions, right? So they be having like 4 or 5 dudes in a faction. So why do you have a tag team or a trios match with somebody else not in a faction? I'm not really complaining. I'm just pointing out a fact that I've been noticing. Am I wrong? Fellas, am I wrong?
Bro, I don't know what's going on with the factions. I don't know what's going on with that over there. They just created a new faction too. Deanna looks like she's about to get her new group of women and they about to do something. I'm tired of it. Everything doesn't have to be so faction oriented. Like, I get that y'all want to have all these groups and I get that y'all have all these wrestlers, but everybody don't need to be walking around waving a flag. For real. Oh yeah, I'm in this group and I'm in that group. Then most of the time, the groups don't even be together. They be doing their own thing. I'm just sick of it.
No,
Deanna,
no cohesion, no synergy. Just all right, you two. There you go.
nah, it's just annoying. Like, all right, Don Callis. Who's in his group? Anybody remember?
Wasn't it at first it was Kyle Fletcher, Takeshka, and they had somebody else.
Powerhouse.
Powerhouse, yeah. And I haven't seen Powerhouse in a minute.
Mm-hmm.
And so I guess because of the friendship with Will Ospreay, him and Kyle Fletcher been together, but
Which is weird, right? He
yeah,
left the group. He didn't want to be in the group no more. But
yeah.
now he came back to tag with the group.
And apparently it's some infighting, obviously between him and Takeshita, so it's been a little odd. So
Takeshi need that belt. Come up off that. Come up off that.
come up on the
Come up,
international.
come up off that, man.
Well, let's have that conversation. How do y'all really feel about factions? Like, so I've been a believer. This I'm okay with factions, just don't overcrowd your roster with factions. You know, some people need to stand on their own and let them, let them flourish. So, Jay Will, how you feel about factions?
I'm more of a fan of them when they actually serve a narrative purpose.
Mm,
If there's a reason why they came together that makes sense for a story, that makes sense to me. Now, like the Blackpool Combat Club in this formation with AEW was made sense to me. There was a purpose with them. There's a time thing to them. Now it's kind of like we're getting so many other factions. It's like, all right, why and how?
mm.
Again, it needs to narratively make sense for me to be like, oh, okay, this is cool. Otherwise, it's like, all right, so where's the people that actually just work by themselves?
Mm. I feel you. I feel you. Nah,
Right.
I ain't mad at that take, man. Have the reason or a common theme to put them together. Not just because, hey, yeah, you two, you three, I ain't got nothing for you. Let's call you the conglomeration.
Nah, it's just getting out of hand, man. It's just
And not just to pick on them. I'm just saying I didn't understand why they came together.
no, bro. It's just getting annoying. Like, y'all doing so many things great over at AEW to me personally, but these factions just slow down a little bit. We got Shane Taylor Group. I haven't seen them in months.
Yeah, it's been a minute.
We got Dark Order. They
No,
starting.
they
They
still got it.
starting to get some shot. Yeah,
Oh, yeah.
Evil Uno just went against Darby Allin, so they starting to get a little bit of shine now again.
And it's been months since we've seen them.
We know the Elite is up there. That's the
Yeah.
top of the group. BC Black Combat, Club. They out there. They up there at the top. And then it's just like everybody else. Oh yeah, I forgot y'all was in the group. I ain't see y'all in a minute.
Yeah. Yeah. I feel you. And I'm not trying to make this this company does it better than this one, but when they put the what you call Chad Gable's new stable?
The American Perks.
Yeah, the American Perks. They their rivalry with Wyatt Six kind of brought them together. Chad was being ousted out of Alpha Academy. That kind of made sense of him trying to recruit new people and kind of similar things that brought them together. And then I like that faction, and they
Yeah,
look good together. I
that,
understand why they brought them together.
that goes for a lot of factions, like the System in TNA.
Mhm.
When they was all winning, they was all champions at one point.
Mm-hmm.
You had Moose the champion, Edwards, Hawkins, he was the champion.
Yeah,
Well, sorry, Brian Myers. And then you also had Edwards' wife. She was a Knockouts tag team champion.
yeah.
So it works. But it's just like if you feel like if it's overcrowding with the factions, it's kind of hard to keep up with some of these stories.
Mm-hmm.
It's kind of hard.
I feel you. I feel you. Um, Unfortunately, WWE, you missed the mark with me on what they call them, the Pure Fusion Collective, PFs, yeah.
Yeah,
Uh,
yeah. All
yeah.
of them are good. All of them are great wrestlers, but like
No, no, no.
mm,
I know you're trying to be the nice guy in this situation, but nah, bro. That dog, they could.
I'll keep it PG. We don't want to see LaShield.
Hey, I'm glad you put it that way, dog. Cause I was trying to find the real PG way to keep it keep it clean, dog. I was struggling, dog.
We don't want to see LaShield, man.
Yeah, I'm good on the shield, bro.
At this point, we should say the same thing about Damage Control there, because do we like what do we really have going on for them anymore at this point? Because Oscar's out for injury.
Mm-hmm.
Uh,
So is Dakota.
Dakota Kai, but she didn't have shit going on for her either. Like
No,
even before the injury.
he can't stay healthy, bro. Dog, the Dakota, I'm trying to tell you, dog, she made out of dry spaghetti in them legs, bro.
So with Damage Control, their story was they was trying to go against LaShield. Then they
Mm-hmm.
got injured. So now they trying to go against the tag team champions.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't know what's going on right now. But Io Sky did pick up a big win against Bianca.
She
Yeah,
did.
that
That was a hell of a match too, actually.
So if I'm not mistaken, that's her second time beating Bianca. At least on the main roster.
Mm-hmm.
and that could open the door for them to be in the tag team. But what does that do for the other two when they come back? Because eventually Oscar got to come back, and whenever Dakota gets healthy, she has to come back. So I don't know. It is just some.
Dakota, don't come back. Don't come back, man.
Don't talk about Triple H's kid like that, bro.
I
I
don't.
don't care if that's his kid. If he adopted her, I don't care. Don't come back.
No,
Take a break.
you
Take a
wild.
break.
You wild for that, bro.
Just stand on the side. Just
She
stand.
didn't she already have a break just now?
When that wind blows, so do that ACL.
Hey, you wrong. You foul for that, bro. You foul for that, man. You are totally foul for that. But hey, man, factions. Hey, long as you, have a purpose and a meaning for it, to put them together, I'm with it. I'm with Jay Will on this one. You gotta make it make sense for me to have them together. Just don't be making conglomerations and stuff. Like, come on, pure fusion collectives and stuff. Like, come on, bro. Anyway, speaking of another faction, Undisputed Kingdom. They were in a dope match. I think was this your match of the week, King Mill?
Yeah, it was.
Talk about it, man.
Yeah, Sammy, Dustin Rose, Undisputed versus Undisputed Kingdom, Bunkhouse Rules match. What a great way to kick off Collision.
Mm.
What a great way. The tribute to Dusty was done by Dustin Rose as far as the belt and the boots go. And I like the fact that they actually wore like the street fight. You know, when you get into a street fight and you don't wear your regular wrestling attire, you wear like the shirt and the jeans and stuff like that. I like that. I had like that. But that was for the ROH Tag Champions. You got Sammy doing his Sammy stuff, diving off of stuff. We know we was getting blood in that. That had me hyped up. But that swanton off the ladder, woo, woo,
The Texas boys was getting it, man.
yo, I don't know what's gonna happen next as far as Sammy and Dustin goes. But Dustin, you gotta have more love for this kid now because he just went to war with you
Mm,
against Undisputed Kingdom.
I dig it. And I love how Dustin Rhodes is getting some PT, man. I ain't even mad at it, dog. You know, before he retires, I'm gonna need one more run. Hey, I'm bugging. I'm tripping, y'all. Don't mind me, y'all. Before you get up out of here, man, NXT is moving to CW. So they got some big events coming up as this episode airs. The following was it Tuesday?
Yo,
They'll be in Chi-Town. Chi-Town. Man, couple of real quick couple of things let's talk about. You got Ethan All Ego Page taking on Whoop That Trick NXT
yeah.
gift ship on the line in Chi-Town with Chicago Made, the Punk, being the special guest referee. Let's talk about it real quick, fellas. Go ahead, Jay Will.
It can go anywhere because Trick Williams is in that match, and then you got a special guest referee. You talking about a good time in his hometown. Oh man, we're talking about a good time, baby.
Yeet. I'm with that. Go ahead, King Mel.
Nah, I love it. I love the fact that CM Punk is back home in Chicago for the first episode of CW NXT. I love it. And especially being a special guest referee. After we seen what Seth Rollins did as the special guest referee.
Man.
Mm-hmm.
So we don't know what we might get.
Hey, get some fireworks. And then of course, you'll see Julia, who had a very impressive debut a couple of weeks back on NXT. She gets her first crack at Roxy P. I know Roxy P, a favorite of yours. King Mel, talk about it, man.
First of all, let's just say, Roxy P, you ain't have to say that to CM Punk.
Hey, yo.
You ain't have to tell that man you should have been a Drew McIntyre fan.
Hey, yo.
You ain't have to tell that man Chicago's gonna be yours after you defeat Julia. See? But I'm still rooting for you, girl. You need to beat Julia. Because Julia was the top of the top in Japan. So if you beat her right there on that episode, man, what that says about you will be amazing stuff. That'll put you up there with one of the best NXT champions as far as Shayna Baszler go and Asuka.
Mm. You going that far?
Oh, when you beat the top of the crop,
Okay.
you know what I mean? When you beat the top of the crop,
Hey.
that goes a long way.
Hey, I ain't mad at you. I think you got a valid point right there. That's why I just wanted to double check where you going with that. Okay. Jay Will, talk about it, man.
I don't know if there's anything that I can say. Like, um, yeah, I got nothing.
That was another moment. She said, you know what? I knew I should have been a Drew McIntyre fan. I said,
The Burns be real, bro. They
So CM Punk stay away.
oh, word. Hey, Roxy P, yo. Okay.
She angry.
I see you. I see you. Hey, Roxy P. Hey, but man, we gonna park this bus on this thing, man. Another great episode of In the Four Corners of Wrestling. Hey, man, before we get up out of here, you already know what it is. Jay Will, drop them socials for the people, man.
y'all can find me on Facebook as Jaywill, JAYWIL. That's one L in the Four Corners of Wrestling Facebook group. And you can find me on X/Twitter at 4CB_Jwill with one L. Yeet.
Hey, that boy ain't gonna be eating all week. King Mel, drop the socials for the people, man.
Jemell Scroggins on Facebook, King Mel 13 on IG, and In the Four Corners of Wrestling on Twitter.
Yeah. Make sure y'all tap in with my bros, show them some love. And then, of course, You tap in with me, KC Wildcard Mar, on the Twitter page. But please do us a favor. Do us all a favor here at 613 Faye Productions. We have a lot of content we dropping for y'all. Fridays, we got my man, Hollywood Mike T, Coach Drip, Mikey T, whatever you want to call him. He's dropping College Football 25, Maryland Tech on Fridays. And then, of course, on Saturdays, when you're not tapped in with the full Corner Boys in the four corners of wrestling, we will be throwing them foes up. We throwing them quads down. Tap in with the Man Cave Sports Podcast for all your needs in sports. And don't forget, he gets you ready for every week of wrestling. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Top 5 moments in wrestling for the week with our man Keith Mel. And then you can't forget, we putting on for the youngins of the MoCo, that good old football, Friday night lights, Thursday night lights, whatever day it is, we putting on for them every Sunday morning. Highlights, interviews, concession stand check-ins, the Drippy Report, and of course, that top 5 moments. And of course, the news segment, picks and boomsticks. Check it all out. MoCo Center every Sunday, putting on for the MoCo. Like I said, we got a lot of content for y'all over here at 613 Faye Productions. Going over to the YouTube channel, like, share, subscribe, hit that bell notification, let you know every time we drop a short, an episode, or anything. And y'all, you can also get your audio needs wherever you get your podcast. So that's what it is. Tap in with us. And until then, you know what it is. Lead this is to the professionals. Do not try this at home. Hey, Corner Boyz, we the end all be all. We'll holler at y'all. We'll see y'all next week.